Baseball. And on the hill today, Grant Holmes. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
First pitch, 7-16.
0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Big time power. And that one fouled off. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve, and it was the same result as the pitch before.
Alec Bohm stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That's to third. Riley throws to first in time, and the Phillies are set down in order. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Truist Park, getting the nod on the mound, Mick Abel. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
Two.
And that just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Now this is in the air down the line. Marsh settles underneath it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the
Batting
Braves.
second.
Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Foul ball. Right through there for a strike. And that's a little bit high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
No, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Schwarber settles under this one, and that'll do it. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Holmes back to work. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Bounced up the middle. Allen on the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Now batting Max Kepler. That one fouled off. Holmes. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
JT Real Muto in the box now. No balls and a strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. On the ground, a short could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
This is Bryson Stott. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
No ball.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. And now it's even up.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Breaking ball inside. 2 balls and a strike. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Got him swinging. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Misses off the inside. 1-1. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Drake Baldwin stands in now and watches strike 1.
1 strike.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Up and in, and a count 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
No.
That one just misses. That one misses, and the count's full. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Ozzie Albies in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. And on down to the top of the third. No score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. So digging in now for Philadelphia, number 4. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Foul ball there.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Falling behind 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Next pitch off the plate, and the count is filled up. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Trey Turner now, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Albies. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Set for the bottom of the third, and here is Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo, a strong-armed left fielder, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014. Short hop liner, handled it short. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
So up next, Michael Harris II. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Nick Allen will hit next. Runner on the move. That one found hard the other way. That's outside, and it's 1-1. Abel picks to first. Harris back on a dive. Harris stands at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Fly to left his first time. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Good purpose
1-0.
pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And that's a little bit high. And the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2 outs. Up the middle, and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, first base.
And now it's Matt Olsen's turn to hit.
Olsen.
And that one is in for a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
In the air, left field. Marsh moves under it. He's got it. And that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. And we're still knotted at 0. Start of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. Kyle Schwarber. Late swing, foul to the left. Now the 0-1. And that's outside.
1-1.
And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Grounded out his first time up. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. On the ground. Whips it to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Grounded out his first time. And that drops in for a strike. And that one wrapped foul. And takes low for ball 1.
1-2.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And we are still scoreless. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Ozuna.
And there's a strike.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Here's Austin Riley. 0 for 1 so far. Sliced hard but foul. And it's even up.
1-1.
On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Now batting. Catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. He reached on a walk his first time. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. He hit into a double play his first time up. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Phillies go home.
And ball 1. 2
ball,
gone,
1
but
strike.
the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. Still no score. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. And here is Max Kepler. Holmes back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this
1
one.
strike.
First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. No, with the shift on, hits right into it, gets it to first.
He's out.
1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And a foul ball.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Albies puts it away. That's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson
And now
Stott.
for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Went down on strikes his first time through.
So I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ball one there. That one ran inside, almost got him. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a base hit into right center field. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Next is the speedy first baseman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in a scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Fastball for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Spencer Schwellenbach getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee also throwing. And a count 1-2. Stop at second with 2 down. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Alex
Verdugo.
First pitch just misses.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Out towards right center field. Schwarber in pursuit. And there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder Michael Harris.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Inside,
Ball,
just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mick Allen. His first at bat was a strikeout. In for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. this has been a treat to watch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
The shortstop takes the ball. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna
Here's Ronald Acuna
Jr.
Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game.
Close one doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Fouled off left side. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one ripped left field. That's back. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher,
Now pitching
Spencer
for the
Schwellenbach.
Braves.
This guy's a strike
Number
thrower. He's done an
56.
excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Schwellenbach.
Brandon Marsh
Leading
steps to the
off for
plate.
Philadelphia,
A single
left
his
fielder,
first time.
Brandon Marsh.
Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Montero warming up as well. In there at the knees. That one
2-1.
inside. Look out. That one fouled off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Full count.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couple of
Now
hits in a
batting,
row for him here.
shortstop,
Now
Trey
let's see if they
Turner.
can put up the first run of the game.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Schwellenbach checks the runner. Marsh dives back in safely. The pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Man at second. Line drive. Base hit into the outfield. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So no advance beyond third as they don't want to test the strong arm in left.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful
1-0.
when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Two and one now. That one catches the corner for a strike. Comes a 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Marsh, the runner at third. Turner at second with nobody out. And Schwarber strikes out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Golden opportunity right here. And that's off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. And that's a little high.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Strike on the outside. And a count 2-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Fastball is outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Nick Castellanos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that's outside.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
1-1. Hee-haw! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases loaded. 1 away. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Out towards left center. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly, Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
And fouled off. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a foul out of play. Gets a piece and stays alive. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. 2, 3, 4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Matt Olsen. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. That one's got to feel good. And we have a tie ball game. It's 1-1. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
Here comes Austin Riley. 1 for 2.
Riley.
And there's a foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. At the plate, Drake Baldwin. He's 0 for 1.
Baldwin.
Baldwin, 23 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, and the count is 1-2. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves get 1 on the big fly. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Angel De Los Santos.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Angel De Los Santos.
Here comes Real Muto.
Leading off for the Phillies, catcher JT Realmuto.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and that's strike 1. Just missed. Now 1 missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses
No.
inside, and the count is
3
3-1.
balls, 1 strike.
It's a
That's a
leadoff
ball.
walk,
Take your base.
and that's the go-ahead run.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him
Now
first
batting,
base with a
second
quick free
baseman,
pass.
Bryson Stott.
Next to hit, Bryson Stott. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 4.
And here's the first baseman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Pickoff throw. Real Mutil back in there. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Towards first, dive, and he's got it. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base.
Matt Olsen is so much
Now
more than a
batting,
dangerous
left
bat
fielder,
at the plate.
Brandon
This guy is a
Marsh.
gold glove defender over there at first. And just ask his infielders how many errors he'll save them over the course of a season. Another great diving play right there.
2 on, 1 out. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Fought off foul. In the air, center field. Harris sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball
Up
right
next for
there. Lucky
Philadelphia,
it stayed in the
shortstop,
ballpark.
Trey Turner.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. 1 for 3. Fastball is outside. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Verdugo gets under it. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Phillies leave a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Ross.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here is Ozzie
Leading off
Albies
for the
up to hit.
Braves, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex.
Here's Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo.
He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Just off the inside edge.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Tanner Banks, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Lazar, the right-hander, also getting loose. One down, base is empty. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed.
Right.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Rafael Montero.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes.
48.
He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Montero.
And now Kyle Schwarber. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee getting loose as well. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Schwarber out of the play.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Still manages a throw. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Swinging a foul straight back. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That's
Ball
off
2.
the mark. Ball 2. That one the other way. And that's down, a base hit. And that extends the inning. Around first, heading for 2. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
He really
Not
shot
bad.
that one down the right field
fielder,
line and
Matt
somehow
Kepler.
found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Max Kepler at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Montero fires. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Acuna on the move, racing back. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He'll take a jog around the bases. Home run number 10 on the year, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Real Muto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. 0-2 now. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back at Truist Park, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mick Allen. Ross back to work. And a foul ball. Strike 2.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The shortstop takes the ball. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Way outside. It's 2-2.
Full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Acuna now.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Just missed.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it. And the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
Now batting.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joe Ross
Olsen.
done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Philadelphia.
bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner
Number
Banks.
58.
He comes on for the
Tanner Banks.
35th time this year. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And the batter now, Matt Olsen. He's already homered in this game.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And fires in a fastball at 95. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Fires over to first. Ozuna is out, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
Baseman, Bryson Stott.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, number 4.
And now the first baseman, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Lee, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Luke Williams getting ready to go. Number 75 also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1-1.
This one popped up right side. Olsen. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Marsh in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
1 ball, no strikes. Ball 2.
And it is 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jordan Romano.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Jordan Romano.
Here comes Austin Riley.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Riley.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball one. Ripped on a line to center. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, catcher, Drake.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
The next to hit takes ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Tying run at the plate. And there's a ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The tying run at the plate. Top of the zone for a called strike.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. The Braves down to their last out. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 3 in this one. That's outside. Ball one. And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Fouls one off. 2-2. Romano is just one strike away. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Inside. Ball three.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Good job to fight that one off. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.